Today is the 7th day of August 2025. May the peace of the Lord be with you. A very warm welcome to PCGTV News. This bulletin is live from our studio, Osu, Accra. Coming up, Seshi Presbytery Youth Expo 2025 ignites spiritual fire and purpose in the youth. Ultramodern Mothers Hostel dedicated at Presbyterian Hospital, Agogo. And also, West Bronx Presbyterian Women's Fellowship holds annual conference in Dua Daso. Many thanks for staying with us. I am Georgette Anane. Now, the details. The Seshi Presbytery of the Presbyterian Church of Ghana held its much-anticipated Youth Expo 2025 on Saturday, August 2, 2025, at the Christ the King Congregation Seshi Yoso. Under the inspiring theme, Empowered to Manifest His Glory, Seshi Presbytery Youths, 1 Peter chapter 1, verse 8. The one-day spiritual gathering brought together hundreds of enthusiastic young people from across the presbytery for a time of worship, empowerment, and reflection on their divine purpose. The event was held under the able chairmanship of Reverend Maxwell Anthony Nyantechi Mafo, Presbytery Chairperson. PCGTV's Inshiraba Nyantechi has the story.
The Seshi Presbytery Young People's Guild held this year's Youth Explosion on the 2nd August 2025 at Christ the King Congregation, Seshi Yoso, under the theme Empowered to Manifest His Glory as Seshi Presbytery Youth, 1 Peter chapter 1 verse 8. The gathering was marked with deep spiritual reflection, worship and thanksgiving service. The service was graced by the Presbytery Chairperson, Reverend Maxwell Anthony Nyantechi Mafo, Reverend Peter Adumakon Ade, Clown Director, Reverend Paul Owusu Ansa, Youth Coordinator, Reverend Alfred Negble, Second Minister, Christ the King Congregation, Seshi Yoso, and Brother Isaac Ademu, Youth Superintendent, Seshi Presbytery. Reverend Maxwell Anthony Nyantechi Mafo, the Presbytery Chairperson, in his keynote address expressed his deep appreciation to the Youth Coordinator and the entire Presbytery Youth Executives. He encouraged the entire youth to love Jesus, trust Jesus, endure Jesus so that they can be empowered to manifest Jesus always.
For the youth and even all the young people, chapter 1 verse 8 is a powerful reminder that they can experience God's presence and joy through faith, even when you don't see or understand everything. It's encouraging them to embrace a faith that is strong and vibrant, filled with hope and joy, regardless of their age or life circumstances. It also suggests that challenges and difficulties can actually deepen your faith and bring them closer to God's glory. As you must love Jesus, trust Jesus, enjoy Jesus, so that you shall be empowered to manifest His glory.
The service was filled with joy and thanksgiving as members of the Presbytery Young People's Guild, Nubji, JY, and the wider congregation sang praises God for His faithfulness. In an interview with Brother Isaac Ademu, the Presbytery Youth Superintendent, and Reverend Peter Adumakon Ade, the Clown Director for the Seshi Presbytery, they both expressed their appreciation to the entire Seshi Presbytery Youth for making this year's program a success.
Otu eni a ohu se Seshi Presbytery ye Youth Expo na Youth Expo ni na ye se ye frɛ eye mabuna ewo Seshi Presbytery eye JY eye Nubji ene YPG ya kan bom na ya behia ye motiva ko edi kan ye se ye betontom Ewurade na hyewade di animonyam na ne etoso mienu so ye se Ewurade adoma kyede a wode adua wo mabunu mu no ya fa sa program nso adanadi ye de nyom to ka ho ye de ayeyi ka ho na ya yi Ewurade aye eno nti ana Seshi Presbytery hu enadwumade se this program has come to stay. Actually, say abedwumadi a ebeka Presbytery YPG edwumadi ho ewumu say ebe free so de bet ye calendar of events no in November nti ɛhyɛ ase January no ɛka activities for the year no nti yɛfu so kra na one of best succeed yɛ no nso ɛbɛtoa so ayɛ Youth Expo. Youth Expo has come to stay in the Session Presbytery.
So omuhyia say na mani agye pa enye nu hɔ kwa na yam hyehyɛ mi sɛ ɔmo bɛbani nti mi hu sɛ ɔmo aba say na mani agye ɛka wɔn hye ɛma yehu sɛ yɛwɔ mabuna daakye wɔbɛso asafo no mu ɛnɛma mu yɛ den ɛnɛ ɛdin sɛ obunya mabunu a wɔni ku awurade adwuma ho saa enti sɛ yehu ni sɛ ya na ayinhyira nyame de ahyira Presbyterian Church of Ghana. Amunu bebre wɔ hɔ a dwumadie sɛ ana sɛ adesoa bi a yɛde to wɔn so ebisɛ nei sikasɛm ho ayɛ den adwuma ho asɛm ayɛ den ebinom adwen nneɛma bebre enti ana asɛ wokɔfa bibi sɛ ana sɛ wo ha wɔn nanso afotuo ne sɛ dodo a yɛbɛn Nyankopɔn no na ɔno nso ɛyɛ adwuma sɛ yɛhwɛ Onyankopɔn deɛ ne yɛ a ne aka no onyame no ana bɛyɛ sɛnea Matthew asɛmpa no ɛka no ɔsɛ monhwɛ Onyankopɔn ahenni ne trene kane na ɔde ne yinom wiase nneɛma no ɛho hia ɛma yɛ asetena no ɔsɛ ɔde bɛka ho ama yɛn enti mituma bu nyinaa afo sɛ ɛbrɛ yi ɛyɛ wɔn brɛ a ɛsɛ sɛ wɔsɔre gyina na ɔma wɔn ho so ma asafo no ɛbrɛ bi bɛba a wɔntumi nyɛ bio na ahoɔden no asa enti wɔn brɛ so yi onye bibi na daakye otwa wɔn ani a otumi aka sɛ yɛn nso yɛabɛyɛ bi.
PCGTV correspondent Inshraba Nyantechi reporting from Session Presbytery.
Now, the Presbyterian Hospital in Agogo has taken a major step towards improving patient care with the dedication of a 20-bed capacity mothers hostel on Wednesday, August 6, 2025. The newly completed facility, designed to provide a comfortable resting place for mothers and caretakers of children diagnosed with cancer, was officially dedicated by Reverend David Abwaje Dankwa, board chairman of the Presbyterian Health Services in the Asante Achim area. He was assisted by Reverend Mavis Hannah Yabua, chaplain of the hospital, Reverend Ezekiel Amadou Daribi, general manager of the Asante Achim area health service, and the entire hospital management team who joined in the commissioning ceremony. The ultra-modern hostel, made possible through generous funding from Lions Club International, but local support from the hospital, is expected to ease the burden on families who must remain close to their loved ones during long hospital stays, especially mothers whose children are undergoing cancer treatment. According to the hospital administration, the facility will serve as a safe, convenient, and compassionate shelter throughout the hospitalization period, offering patients' relatives dignity and rest during difficult times. The dedication marks a significant milestone in holistic healthcare delivery, reinforcing the Presbyterian Hospital's commitment to not only clinical treatment, but also the well-being of caregivers. Notably, the Presbyterian Church of Ghana is observing its annual Health Week, which is held every first week of August to raise awareness on health-related issues and promote holistic well-being. This dedication of the Mothers Hostel forms part of the activities marking the week, highlighting the church's unwavering commitment to both clinical excellence and compassionate caregiving. Away from that, the Women's Fellowship of the West Bronx Presbytery of the Presbyterian Church of Ghana has successfully held its annual conference from 24th to 27th July 2025 under the empowering theme Celebrating Our Heritage, Persisting in Mission, Woman, the Bedrock of Our Heritage and Mission, Numbers 27 verse 1 to 11 and Mark 16 verse 1 to 6. Hosted by the Driadaso districts, the conference drew over 1,600 women from all 22 districts within the presbytery, creating an atmosphere filled with warm fellowship, spiritual renewal, and joyful celebration. The main speaker, Reverend Christopher Obin Ankama, who also serves as the chaplain of the fellowship, commended the women for their distinct roles in the life and mission of the church. He encouraged them to persevere in ministry despite the challenges they face, emphasizing that their work remains central to the mission of God. Throughout the 4-day gathering, participants engage in vibrant activities, including song ministrations, house-to-house evangelism, inspirational talks, drama, prayer sessions, float processions, and fun-filled games. A special highlight of the event was a ceremony in which the current presbytery executives honored past executives with citations and cash tokens in appreciation of their selfless service. The closing church service was marked by the gracious presence of traditional leaders from Driadaso number 1 and number 2, as well as notable dignitaries, including the Member of Parliament for German North, Honorable Ahim Kwaya of Frederick, and the District Chief Executive, Honorable Adane George. The clerk of the West Bronx Presbytery, Reverend Martin Ansukumi, delivered the sermon, urging the women to continue as pillars of faith and mission. In a gesture of gratitude, the leadership of the Presbytery Women's Fellowship donated 50 plastic chairs to the Children's Service Ramsia Congregation, Driadaso number 2, as a token of appreciation to the host church. The conference ended on a high note, rekindling the zeal of women to remain faithful and unmovable in the Lord's work, while celebrating the heritage they continue to uphold. Now, the Ghana Armed Forces has confirmed that investigations are underway to determine the cause of a fatal military helicopter crash that occurred on Wednesday, 6th August, in the Ashanti region. The government has confirmed the death of 8 individuals in a military helicopter crash that occurred in the Dampayal Forest Reserve in Adanse Akrofom district. Among the deceased are Ghana's Defense Minister, Dr. Edward Omanebwama, and the Minister for Environment, Science and Technology, Murtala Mohammed. According to a press statement released by the Ghana Armed Forces, the Z-9 helicopter, which departed Accra at 09:12 hours en route to Obuasi, came down in the vicinity of Sikamine near Adanse Akrofom. All those on board are dead, and their remains, including charred bodies, have been retrieved. The Ghana Armed Forces has named the crew members as Squadron Leader Peter Bafemi Anala, Flying Officer Manien Chum Ampedu, and Sergeant Ernest Adomenta. The passengers included several high-ranking officials: Dr. Edward Omanebwama, Minister for Defense; Alhaji Dr. Ibrahim Murtala Mohammed, Minister for Environment, Science and Technology; Alhaji Muniru Mohammed, Acting Deputy National Security Coordinator; Dr. Samuel Sapon, Vice Chairman of the National Democratic Congress NDC; Mr. Samuel Abwaje, former Obuasi East NDC parliamentary candidate. The Ghana Armed Forces expressed condolences to the bereaved families and emphasized that a thorough investigation has already commenced. Investigations have commenced to determine the cause of the accident, the statement read. Technical teams from the Air Force, aviation safety specialists, and independent assessors are expected to examine the crash site, review flight data, and evaluate aircraft maintenance records. Although the cause of the crash remains unknown, military sources have indicated that all possible factors, including mechanical failure, weather conditions, and flight procedures, will be scrutinized. Still on the story, the Presbyterian Church of Ghana has expressed profound condolences to the President of the Republic of Ghana, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, and the bereaved families following the tragic loss of 8 gallant men in an unfortunate incident that occurred on Wednesday, August 6, 2025. The statement read, "The entire leadership and membership of the Presbyterian Church of Ghana extend our heartfelt condolences to His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, his government, and the bereaved families of the 8 gallant men who tragically lost their lives in the unfortunate incident that occurred on Wednesday, 6 August 2025. We join you in mourning this great loss and assure you of our continuous prayers and unwavering support during this difficult time. May the Father of compassion and the God of all comfort, who comforts us in all our troubles, so that we may in turn comfort others, strengthen you and surround you with His peace. It is our prayer that God's abiding presence will sustain you and that the hope of the resurrection will bring renewed strength until that glorious day when we are reunited with our beloved brothers at the return of our Lord Jesus Christ. Signed by the moderator of the General Assembly of the Presbyterian Church of Ghana, Right Reverend Dr. Abraham Nanaopare Kwache. May the souls of the perished rest in peace. PCGTV Spotlight is up next.
May the peace of the Lord be with you all. Asundwen kamunyina, hejole ahanye. I come to you today on PCGTV to inform you of this year's Health Week celebrations. As usual, as per our monarch, the Health Week is celebrated in the first week of August of every year. This year, our theme is celebrating our heritage, persisting in mission, promoting a healthy lifestyle and a sustainable environment. Why this theme? We believe as Presbyterians that it's important for us to ensure that our bodies are healthy and that we are undertaking lifestyles that support a healthy body, at the same time ensuring that the environment in which we live is also sustained. This year, the Health Week has been launched. It was launched on Sunday, the 3rd of August, and will be climaxed on Sunday, the 9th of August. We have some activities that we hope congregations will implement. This week, during your congregational meetings, please speak about any topic on healthy environment and a healthy lifestyle. It could be on diabetes, it could be on stress, it could be on environmental creation, protecting the environment, so that our generational groups know the importance of taking care of the environment and their bodies. On Saturday, we are asking that one of 3 activities be implemented. 1, cleaning of the environment of your churches. 2, doing a blood donation exercise. Or 3, going to take care of the trees that we have planted in the communities and the congregations. These will help us as Presbyterians to be able to implement the theme for this year's Health Week celebration. And on Sunday, we climax it with a church service. This year in August, we have noted that the month of August should be seen as a plastic-free month. What does this mean? Please try to reduce the use of single-use plastics in your homes and offices. Recycle, reuse, and reduce, so that together we will be promoting a sustainable environment. We look forward to working with you. Please contact your Presbytery DSS directors your district coordinators, your congregational DSS coordinators, to work together to ensure that this Health Week is a success. We thank you very much, and we know that you will do this to the glory of the Lord. Asumdwe enka mo nyinaa. Hejole ahanye fe wondanye shiwa.
This is where we draw the curtains for PCGTV News. We appreciate your time with us today. My name is Georgette Anane. Do have a marvelous day and enjoy the rest of our programs.